The scope of this video does not allow us to discuss how propaganda, censorship, and bias play out in every media. We would like to take a few moments to talk about how these tactics are used in advertising. First, let's watch a sample commercial for a Visa debit card.
The Visa check card. Because money shouldn't slow you down. Life takes faster money. Life takes Visa.
What did you feel watching the commercial? What does the commercial make you think about? Let's look at the ad a bit more critically. The commercial opens with an overhead shot of a doorway to a restaurant with a steady stream of customers going in one door and out the other. The next shot is of our hapless main character, a sweater-clad gentleman at the diner to get some lunch on takeout. The camera pans the room with him quickly, spinning mass of bright colors and moving bodies. The scene spins and we're treated to an overhead shot of the action, people busily moving in organized fashion, in patterns not unlike that of worker ants. Orders are taken, given to the restaurant staff, completed and delivered to the customer with nary a hiccup in the action. At last we are reunited with our main character as he orders his lunch. He merely holds up his hand and the staff knows what he wants, puts it together, and seconds later he's holding a bag containing his lunch. Now all he has to do is pay. As the other customers get their orders and pay, the steady stream does not stop, is not interrupted by the process of paying. And now we see why. Everyone's paying with a Visa card. At last our main character has arrived at the checkout, but instead of reaching for his Visa card, he only pulls out his wallet and sifts through his cash. The man behind him bumps into him. The order and organization fails throughout the restaurant as drinks are dropped, food and trays fall to the floor, even the cheery music stops. The cashier takes his money and makes the change. Our main character knows that the whole room is looking at him accusingly. He looks at the cashier sheepishly as he takes his change and lunch and leaves. As he heads out the door, the next customer in line pays for lunch with his Visa card, and the order is restored. The music resumes. Life like this takes Visa. Most American consumers would agree that it is far easier and faster to pay with cash than with a check or a debit or credit card. For many, when one wishes to purchase an item or service, there is an inherent concept of having to pay for it before leaving the store. This brings to mind an image of money, physical, paper dollar bills and/or coins. When viewing this commercial, many consumers are caught in a paradox. They know that cash is faster and easier to use when paying for something, so why does so much chaos ensue when the man uses cash to pay? For this advertisement, Visa is attempting to change how audiences think about cash. What we now think of as easy and quick, they want us to think of as difficult, detrimental, obstructing, stunting movement and growth of society, and most importantly, embarrassing or shameful. The best thing that we can do to combat these powerful messages in media is to be aware of them. We cannot allow ourselves to be drawn into a state of automatic pilot. We must use media with an eye to analysis to look deeper than the superficial messages we're given. This is where media literacy comes in. When we use media, we need to analyze the messages, to break down the messages into elements that have meaning for us. This might mean getting more information about why a story appears in the news while another one doesn't. It might mean thinking about why there are long, sustained shots of products in a sitcom or drama that we like. Media literacy helps us to evaluate each message and why it is in the media we're using. Is it there to promote an idea or way of thinking? Are alternate views addressed? What is the media telling us? Once we become aware of the world around us, both in real life and in media, we can more fully enjoy both our realities and the art that is the media. Remember, what we, the public, think is important to media owners, advertisers, and others in control of the media. When we start paying attention, that's when they pay attention to us.